Gold and Blue Tube here with you. Today we're going to talk about the curse of the number one in college basketball. Back in 2007, we had the curse of number two in college football, and it seems like this year we have a curse on the number one ranked team in college basketball. What am I talking about? Well, to start off the season, we had number two Kentucky play number one Michigan State. Kentucky beat them. No big deal. Number two beats number one all the time, right? That was on November 5th. Then we go to November 12th, and Evansville goes to Rupp Arena and beats the newly number one Kentucky. Remember, they just beat Michigan State. So that was kind of a head scratcher. It wasn't a last second shot. It wasn't some miracle. Evansville just straight up beat Kentucky. I was like, that's pretty crazy. Then we fast forward to November 26th. Cameron Indoor Stadium. Nobody ever goes there and beats Duke. Well, hardly ever. Well, guess what? Another non-ranked Stephen F. Austin goes in there and beats the new number one ranked Duke. That's when I was starting to really raise my eyebrow on that. I almost did a video back then, but I was like, that's still, it's crazy, but that's still only two, right? Well, wrong. Fast forward to December 10th, and the number one ranked team at this time is Louisville, and a non-ranked Texas Tech goes into Louisville and beats Louisville. That's three number one teams getting beat by non-ranked teams at home. That looks like a pattern to me. But wait, there's one more. Now this one wasn't as crazy. This one wasn't at home, same pattern as the rest, but it's still a number one team getting beat. And that is number one Kansas goes to Philadelphia and plays Villanova and gets beat. Now, Villanova was ranked number 18. They're a decent team. This wasn't as big of an upset as the previous three. And kind of a last second shot. There was 20 seconds left when he made that three-pointer. So not as much of an eyebrow raiser as the previous three. Now, for whoever your particular team is, you can see how it applies to your team. But my team is West Virginia, so I wanted to see how all this applies to our team this year. West Virginia has to have a recipe to make it to the Final Four. We can't out-recruit people. We can't out-recruit the Blue Bloods. We do have Bob Huggins. He's a Hall of Fame coach. But for West Virginia to get to a Final Four, certain things have to fall into place. Okay? So for West Virginia, the first thing is no dominant teams. That's why I mentioned the curse of number one. There's no dominant teams this year. There's no, whoa, that team looks unbeatable. No, everybody looks beatable this year. So that fits the check mark in that box. What's the next one? More parity. Again, that goes back to the curse I was talking about. But not just the curse. Even the other day, South Carolina, non-ranked, goes into number 9 Virginia and beats Virginia. And Virginia is what? Reigning national champions right now, defending national champions. So there's more parity in college basketball this year. This is our best shooting team since our 2008 Final Four team. Now, we transformed into Press Virginia, relied on defense, relied on steals, blocks, and all that stuff, and that's good. But West Virginia, in order to have a chance at the Final Four, we have to have a good shooting team. We have that. We definitely have that this year, especially on our inside game. West Virginia hasn't had an inside game in a very long time. So the fact that we have an inside game and we're shooting the ball well, another check mark. There's 4 altogether, so this is the last one. And that is, West Virginia has to make it into the tournament as a 6th seed or higher. And right now, West Virginia is projected as the 4 seed. So it looks to me like, as far as the recipe for West Virginia to get to the Final Four, all the boxes are being checked. Now, A lot of things have to fall together. We have to have a good season, and this is the very beginning of the season. But as of right now, it looks like all the boxes are being checked for us to have a chance to get in the Final Four. And we all know crazy things happen in the tournament, upsets, this and that. But I just wanted to mention that, you know, the recipe is being followed. There's a lot of parity. The curse of number one is alive and well as of right now. The new number one ranked team in the nation is Gonzaga, and people are thinking they'll break the streak. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. As you saw in 3 of the 5 number one upsets, non-ranked teams went in to the number one's home building and beat them. So it's not impossible. So I just wanted to take a look at the parity, the curse of number one. That's how it applies to my team, West Virginia. How does it apply to your team? Does your team have a chance to reach the Final Four? That's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back and see me on my next video.